All right. Here we go. Who's ready? Who's ready? All right. Let's get it on. I'm going to play the video. I'm going to try not to stop it so much. I think someone asked for my video yesterday to be uploaded by itself because they didn't want to cut it up. So I'm going to try not to cut it up. I'm just going to play it. Okay. So let me turn off the sound on here. Let me do this. It's ready to go. Let's get it on. So here's a guy right here. He's just chilling, trying to like turn people to the Lord. So this guy is basically just trying to get anybody here. He saw me a couple times, but he didn't come over to me. What are you peddling?
Huh?
What are you peddling?
Peddling? Books from India on yoga, meditation, soul.
Religious in nature?
Yes.
Ah.
I'll be honest.
What religion?
Krishna consciousness.
What is it?
Krishna consciousness?
So like these guys over here.
Those guys over there.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Not a fan?
A lot of mumbo jumbo. Nothing really makes sense. Why should I give a shit kind of thing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, none of it made any sense. I'm a very practical person.
Ah.
So when you give me a bunch of bullshit that doesn't make any sense, I tend to not care.
What was said that didn't make sense?
Like any of it. Yeah.
Are you not a religious, spiritual person?
Say it again. No, I don't. I have no reason to believe in any god or anything like that. It makes no sense to me. Does the Krishna do that?
Huh?
Do you guys believe in some god thing or what?
Yeah, I believe in God. Yeah.
Okay, what is a god to you guys?
God is a person.
What?
God is a person.
Okay, so I could be a god,
No.
but God is a person.
Yeah, God's a person, but can you do godly things like?
Depends on what you define as godly things. I can do a lot of things.
Like
I can have a couple of women tell you I do things that seem godly.
Well, for example, can you like lift a mountain up?
Kind of what?
Can you lift up a mountain?
If it's a little toy mountain, I can.
No, like a real mountain.
Okay, you think a god can do that?
Yeah, totally.
Why? How?
Because he's beyond
Beyond what?
human strength.
How do you know that?
Because he created the world.
How do you know that?
Well, no. We asked the first question.
Right. No, but how do you know? Right, but then you said he created the world. But I'm like, how do you even know that?
How do you know anything?
What the hell? If we don't know anything, then why should we believe that? If we don't know anything.
You believe in so many things.
In what?
You believe in so many things.
Sure, I believe in this awesome little wheel right here,
And how do you
and
know,
it exists, and it works.
And how do you know that wheel won't lead you to death? For example.
Won't lead me to death?
Yeah.
What
Like,
do you mean? I would lead myself to death.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you can be riding.
Sure.
It can break.
Sure. But what does that have to do with like what a god is?
Well, that's the thing, is you put your faith in that little thing.
No, I have reason to believe it'll work. I don't have faith. I know it's here. I know how it works.
And so the same can be said as religious people.
But what is a god? What is that?
A God is an entity, is a consciousness, it's a person who, it's like that. For example, you believe in what you believe. Why? Why do you believe in what you believe?
Because things I believe in show to exist.
Okay,
Yeah.
It exists. Okay. That's what you're saying. It exists. So
Right.
you experience it, right?
They're what?
You experience it.
Most of them, sure.
Sure. Same thing with God.
Okay, but what is it? Like, I don't even know what a god is. Like, I have no idea. Like, I know what this is, wheel is. I don't know what a god is.
Well, that's what I'm saying is until you experience God, how can you say it doesn't exist?
Well, because I don't know what it is.
Right?
Right?
Because you haven't studied Leviticus.
I haven't what?
You haven't studied
Studied what?
what God is. You made the
Well, I
science
have
of
to
God.
know what it is, right?
But how do you know anything?
Huh?
You have to study it.
Study what? What do I study?
Study the books.
What books?
Bhagavad Gita.
What? Okay, so how would I know what a God is if I read that?
Because it's spoken directly from God.
Okay, you've read that?
Yeah.
Okay, so then if I ask you what a God is, you should be able to tell me what it is without me having to read that, right?
Yeah, and I told you.
What?
He's a person.
But that means I could be a God.
Yeah, but it's a person, okay. A person who has all the 6 opulences.
All the what?
6 opulences.
6 what?
Opulences. Like, you know, like, say, example, somebody might have money.
Okay.
He has unlimited money. Second one, beauty. You might have some beauty, but God has all beauty. 3, knowledge.
Okay, but what is it made of? Where does it live?
Oh, what is spiritual world?
What is the spiritual world?
It's made of consciousness, like me and you.
How do we know that there is a spiritual world? What does that mean?
I don't know. I feel like this is going nowhere.
Well,
Thank you. I appreciate your questions,
you have to understand that you're going to come upon people who don't believe in anything
yeah,
you say, right?
And there's people who want to know, and there's people who just
Right.
want to argue. Sorry, but this feels like an argument.
But you're going to come across people who don't know, and you have to actually present what you believe to the person who doesn't know. So if someone say, here's the deal: whenever you say something exists, whenever you say something exists, okay, you have a burden of proof of showing that that thing actually exists.
I agree.
So if you say like a unicorn exists, you need to tell us, well, why should we believe in unicorn? Where is unicorn, right?
Yeah,
But so I have to know what a God is. If you say a God exists and just say, well, study this book that was written.
Why do I have to tell you?
Because otherwise I would have no reason to believe in it, and I shouldn't believe in it. Because no one should believe in anything unless they know it exists and they know what it is.
And the thing is, I don't have to tell you because
Well, then I don't have to know. Then I can keep going without my belief, and that would be the reasonable. That would be the reasonable thing for me to do.
Yeah, until eventually my life might crush you, and then you'd be like, oh.
What might cross me? What?
Life might crush you.
Life might cross me? What does that mean?
Crush you. Like
cross me?
Suffering. You know, there's a joke.
Okay.
There's no atheist in the foxhole.
There's plenty of atheists in foxholes. Plenty of it. In fact, you can Google it, and there's websites dedicated to show people that people have always been. There are some people who've always been atheists, even in foxholes.
I'm just joking.
All right.
My statement is, when it comes down to suffering and time, it's our decision to believe in God or not. So it's your decision.
Actually, belief in God is not a conscious decision. It's an unconscious decision based on how well educated you are. You can't decide to believe in God, just like I can't decide to believe in Tinkerbell or Peter Pan, right?
Well, I would say from my experience, I've experienced God, and many others have.
But you can't tell me what it is, so.
I don't have to tell you.
Well then you offer nothing for the non-believer, right?
Well, a non-believer must humble themselves to.
It's not about humbling themselves. It's about gaining information for someone that says something exists, right? I have to gain information. Like if you came here and told me that there's, Tinkerbell somewhere around here, I would want to know where it is. How do you know it's Tinkerbell? I'd be trying to gain information about it. I wouldn't be, trying to read some book that doesn't really tell me where it is or what. You right?
As you wish. Thank you.
Well, it makes sense, right? I mean, no?
Sure. I mean, you can.
So do these people over here, they have the same beliefs as you, these high Christians? They believe in a God and stuff too? Yeah. I've had conversation with them before and it never really made any sense. It's like a more obfuscated way of religion other than Christianity. It's like more nonsensical, I think. Well, I guess they're both pretty nonsensical.
As you wish.
Because I care about the truth, right?
You care about the truth, then you humble yourself to read the book.
What does it mean by humble yourself? What does that mean?
Because humble to say, I actually don't know everything.
Right. Well, I know that. I mean, that's my go-to answer. I don't know how everything came to be.
Wonderful. So you can read the book.
Well, you've read it though.
Yeah, but I'm not completely self-realized.
You're not what?
I'm not completely self-realized.
Completely self-realizing, but you believe in a God, right?
Yep, I do.
So then you should be able to tell me what it is.
But I've told you, but you don't listen. So
I don't listen.
It's hard for me to communicate with you because
Maybe because I'm asking for scientific evidence.
Well, you're asking me, yeah, and science can't prove to God to exist, can it?
If that were true, someone would have submitted a paper and won a prize.
Right, yeah, because material science can't. You can't. So I'm not going to argue with you there. Material science will never prove that
Then,
you got it.
if science can't show it, then we should not believe in it.
But
It would be gullible, wouldn't it?
But isn't there many things that science can't prove that you still believe in?
Nope. There's not a damn thing that I believe in. And I could be wrong, but whenever I come across something that I believe in that's not true and someone points it out, guess what? I stop believing in it. Because the word science means to know. It's about our knowledge. That's why the scientific method works, right? So that's what we use. We can't just give it up just because someone says, "Hey, let's explore our feelings."
What's the scientific method? Is you apply yourself, right? You have a hypothesis, then you use that hypothesis, you do scientific method, and you get a conclusion.
Right.
So the method for understanding God,
Yes.
is to read and
Read what?
according to the ancient traditions, to chant, and then you experience God. But until you apply yourself to the method, you will not know. So it's difficult to say that the process is not right. Is wrong.
But do you see what you're doing differently than science? Religion makes a conclusion, God exists, and then you say, go find the evidence. Where science starts with the evidence and then makes conclusions. So religion does things ass backwards.
Not necessarily. You have the hypothesis that God exists, okay?
But you shouldn't come to that conclusion until you have evidence for it.
Well, then you can say, well, maybe God doesn't exist.
There you go. That's the best way to go about it.
And then what happens is you apply the process. And
What
you
process?
see
What process?
Bhakti yoga.
The what?
Bhakti yoga. Yoga of chanting, devotion.
Chanting? Oh, that explains. I had some neighbors a long time ago who would sit in their apartment and just chant for like an hour or so. Is that the Hare Krishna stuff going on?
Could be Catholic, could be Christian.
Yeah, I think it was something pretty whack. Yeah.
But hey, you say he doesn't exist? Well, you haven't tried, so how would you know?
Well, it's not about trying anything. It's about gaining information. I shouldn't have to try anything. I should be able to gain information about what it is and how we know it exists.
Well, it's beyond your senses.
If it's beyond my senses, then why should I care about it?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Because some things you can experience that are beyond your senses.
Now, how can I experience something without using a sense?
Because that's the power of religion.
No.
Nope.
I think it just sounds like gullibility and ignorance to me.
Well, that's your choice, you know?
Well, that's actually logic.
Disagree.
Well, you can disagree, but it's still logic.
Okay.
Right.
Well, then there's so many, billions of people, whether Islam, Christian, many of them have had experiences of God.
A lot of people can say they've experienced this. Doesn't mean that what they experience is realistic. It's an interpretation.
So like billions and billions of people, none of their experiences are...
Anyone who believes in a God is a bit gullible and ignorant. That's something that I can know for sure. Not in all facets of their life, but in that one facet of their life, for sure. That's why it's good to educate and learn how to use logic and reasoning correctly, so that kind of ignorance and gullibility doesn't roll over to other areas of your life.
Okay, well, I think we had a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much.
Sure. Trying to get rid of me, guys. He doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Other things make me happy. Knowing the truth makes me happy.
Wonderful, and I hope that truth makes you happy.
It does. Do you know what truth is? You know what truth is?
It's always true.
The truth is a degree to which a statement corresponds with reality. That's what truth is.
Go reality, thank you.
Right. Do you know what reality is?
Living right now.
No. Reality is that which can be directly perceived or indirectly ascertained via the proper use of reason. That's reality.
And through your senses. No, not through these senses, through the spiritual senses. But I don't think this conversation is going anywhere.
Yeah, you've got gullible students to get a hold of, don't you?
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Well, there's a reason why I don't like to talk to those Hare Krishnas. They're full of shit. I mean, everyone's full of shit, but them especially. Full of shit! Yeah, that's true, dude, isn't it? Isn't it? I think if they...
So I had some like.
Oh my god, this girl walk. Oh my god. Oh my god. She is so hot. Like I can't tell you. Like, look at her. Like, that is just beauty. That's just beauty. Look at that. Oh my god. Like, look at that hair. Look at that skin. Look at that. Look at that. This perfect. Okay, we're continuing on. All right. I think I stopped and looked at her a little bit. I was like, was I looking at her? Yep. Yep. See, that was me. Look at the hottie. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I looked at the woman with lust. I will burn in hell. Burn. Burn in hell. Oh, man. I would make so many babies with that. Woo!
Also, the whole thing. Today's Gator Day, so they have activities out there.
Yes, thought crime. That's correct, isn't it?
God, there's so much pussy out here.
Did I say that? All right, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed that little clip it today with the Krishna. I don't even know how to spell it, so I just say Harry Krishnas, like Christ, N-A-S, Christ and it Harry Christnas. Like that's what I call them because I don't really know how to say it. Woo! Tina, where were you? We just finished. It was me taking over this, laying the smackdown on the Harry Krishna. Where were you, Tina? Could have used you. Yeah. Could have used you. Yeah. One thing I noticed is I've got some viewers who are against me attacking the pronoun people. They think I'm bigoted. Pronouns are not bigoted. Will that help you with anything? My pronouns are fairy self, bigot. Oh, yes. Yes. No, I don't want any more babies. I used up all the babies in the freezer. So I'm baby free. Yes. Oh, this guy here. He did another. I wish it keeps. He did a. I think he has a video. I wish I knew what his channel was because he does this stupid ass video, and I wanted to play it and go over it and show how lame it was. But we were just here for the Hare Krishnas, the very Hare Krishnas. Toxic masculinity. Tina, what do you do for work? To get off and cook a few babies. Oh, yes. Working. You're working them streets, Tina. Making me da paper. Making me paper. Oh, yeah, this is funny. Let's watch this real quick. Oh, here. Oh, someone's already. Oh, I'm watching someone else watching it.
Hilarious. Young have to again capitulate to your worldview. Hormones misgenders me, and she just is resigned to not change. And today just broke something in me. I just snapped. I ended up yelling at her after the 3rd time she misgendered me, and within like 30 minutes.
Do these leftist pronoun people not think they can go from the university to the workplace and bring their genders with them? Because it's not going to work. Pastry chef, holy shit, Tina. I love me some pastry. Like, whoever your man is, he's a happy fucking man, I bet you. Pastry chef for a girl? Hell fuck yeah. Hell fuck yeah. I would love to get a woman in here who can cook. That'd be great. What I'm probably going to do next, guys, this is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to get me, probably with, it's hard to find an atheist girl. So I'm probably going to find me a religious girl. And I'm going to see if I can get her to do some videos with me, some live streams where I can interrogate her. Well, question her. Well, see, where I can somehow get her to, well, I can break her down, like, during the, like, deconvert her during the whole live stream. But what I think I need to do first is get her to read just one book. Like, I think I need to get her to read one book, and then I can bring her on the stream. I just want to know, you guys, what you think of that. Like, because I might be seeing someone soon who's a little religious, and I'm thinking about doing a show like that. Like, I don't know if you'd find that interesting. Having a significant other of mine in the room here, and first, after she reads a book, and then we can have some dialogue. And I think maybe that would be a little bit juicy, right? Because you know religious people hate that. You know they hate it when you, like, deconvert people, right? So I would, like, deconvert her right here on live stream, like, over multiple streams. I think it would be great. I don't know. Dude, hey, wait. If Tina's a pastry chef, that means she can, like, make... Wait, Tina, doesn't that mean you can make a cake look like a dead baby? And, like with an A1, a bottle of A1 sauce next to it? Like, can you do that? And like, the A1 sauce would be, like, chocolate or something? Like, can you do that kind of shit? Because that would be badass. That'd be great. Like, I would do that. Like, dead baby cake. Can you make a dead baby cake? You have? I wonder if that's an answer to me. No, not married. Never married. I don't think I have any kids. I'm good. I'm good.
Like, they, I use they, them pronouns.
We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. Have you guys seen this? I have it in my Plex. I'm gonna pull it up, guys. Oh yeah, aborted baby cake. That'd be even better. Yeah. Have you guys seen this?
This is my proudest moment. I've been dreaming of becoming the top female swimmer for 1 year.
Have you guys seen this?
But getting here wasn't easy.
Tell me if you've seen this.
I first learned how to swim when I was 7 years old at Boy Scout camp. What might surprise you is I was actually a really slow swimmer at first and stayed a really slow swimmer through the first couple.
He's a bit too right for me, because as you guys know me, I'm like mod. I'm a moderate. So can I speed this up? I wonder if Plex lets you speed this up. I don't know if it lets you speed this up. I guess not.
Years of my collegiate career.
He's a little too right for me, a little too religious and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, we're all the moderates in the world. God damn it.
Turned 23 and all of a sudden I'm the best swimmer
This
in
is
the women's
comedy
division.
effing gold.
I can't track exactly.
Let me get this on here. What is it called? The best female swimmer in the world.
This is my proudest moment. I've been dreaming of becoming the top female swimmer for... I first actually really slow the first couple years of my collegiate career. Then I turned 23 and all of a sudden I'm the best swimmer in the women's division.
You're the
and I
best.
can't track exactly what changed. I guess I'm just a late bloomer. Because swimming's been such a big part of my life for so long. That's where my happiness comes from.
This guy's
You
great.
can't have happiness without penis.
Speed up a little more.
I've
You
never
know-
noticed that before.
I never even knew that. Happiness has penis in it. Like I didn't even know that before. Like
With being the best at something,
I
you
feel
always
retarded.
get haters. Like, I don't understand what this controversy is all about. I guess people just don't like it when they see a woman succeeding. I compete in 3 different strokes: freestyle, the butterfly, and the backstroke. You got to be in the pool for hours each day. That's the only way to become the best.
That's
I guess I
not
must drink
Mr.
a lot of water on
Universe.
that lap. Yeah, it's not all easy. Some of the other ladies don't feel comfortable being in the same locker room as me. I'm appalled. I just don't understand
I'm
why.
appalled.
Like, is this because I identify
Appalled.
as black? These racist women
Racist
around here.
women.
Or maybe they're just intimidated by my sensual femininity. I mean, you know how girls can be. Jealous. Swimming brings out the divine goddess in me. Hey, get out of the pool. That's for ladies only. Some of my competitors are angry that I tested positive for having XY chromosomes, and I don't know how they got there. I might have had like a tainted supplement or something. But really, I think my competitors are just sore losers. Like, hey ladies, I beat you by 11 minutes fair and square.
Sneeko's up on my thing here. I'm not even logged in, but he's up on here because I've watched him. You know what? You know why I watch Sneeko? I watch him because I want to improve my shit. You know? And Sneeko knows his shit. Because he's younger. He's like 23, 24. So I'm obviously not that young anymore. But he's dialed into the young crowd. I'm fucking not. So he's more... I'll never be able to emulate him. I'm never even gonna try. So whatever. Oh, I know. Yeah, wasn't that comedy, dude? Oh my god. It's like something. This guy's. It's like something I've seen. It's like when I saw it, I'm thinking, why didn't I do that? Like that's just something I would do. Like I would have done something like that. Just it's always hindsight. Yeah. Dum 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 dum. So, like, I've been covering a lot of religion, and I've been trying to cover the whole pronoun thing because I think it's freaking hilarious. And what else do I think is hilarious? I don't know, man. I'm Gen X, guys. Do you guys know that? I'm Gen X. I don't know if you give a shit. But I'm Gen X. I'm not a boomer. I'm Gen X. Thank you very much. I'm not old. I tell people how old I am, and they can't effing believe it. I'm dating 18, 25-year-olds. Because who wants to... Oh my god, I saw something. What was it? It was in Pearly Things. It was in Pearly Things channel. This guy was talking about, yeah, if you're 50, you should be happy with a 40-year-old. And then he went on to his next point, and I'm like, God dang it, Pearly. Why don't you have me on the show? I would have stopped like, hey, whoa. There's no way I'm dating no effing 40-year-old. But Pearly, like, I don't know if you guys know about Pearly Things, but she's this pale-ass redhead that I would never find attractive, but I'm sure guys who like redheads would find her very attractive. I think she's really good. Aside from her abortion thing, I think she's spot on. I love watching her show. She's over in the UK a lot. I think she has a sugar daddy or her father or someone like feed her money. Like if I had some dude feed me money and I can go to the UK and have a staff and have things that I need, like I would be able to get my viewership up too. Hell, I'd go over to the UK. Hell, I'd go to different cities. I'd be asking questions and doing stuff like that to get my viewership up. Like that's what I would be doing. Shit. Why don't you share some of Daddy's money there, Pearly? My husband 8 years younger than me. Really? My youngest girlfriend was 18. I was 41. Yeah, 41 at the time. Yeah. Tina, what is a woman? She asks me. A woman is an adult human female with ovaries of a jai. Okay? And hopefully big old titties. Wow. You know what? Two-hand cat? Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Sometimes I go like 2 weeks and like I'm ready to go like every day. Like every day. Like it's great being a guy, you know? In that area anyways. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly how I feel, Patman. Jordan Peterson's a smart guy. He's just a little too delusional. I mean, if he just wised up and used some of his intellect to attack his own sacred beliefs, he'd get rid of that religion and he'd come across a lot better. It's just, I wish he didn't peddle the religion. I'm on the same thing with you, man. It's just stupid. I lose a little respect for him for that, and I can only listen to him on some topics, not all. Every freaking day, huh? Chest feed. What? 8 years younger. Wait, your husband? Oh, you're a guy. Never mind. I will not. Never mind. Yes. I like the way he talks about men too, but have you noticed that religious people, when they try to talk about men, they always throw in a little religious aspect of how you should go about things, you know? And I'm just like, you know what? I'm looking for someone who stands up for men's rights and stuff, and you know, isn't religious. Can we just have someone who is against the pronoun people, for men's rights, against and who's also against religion? Can we just have someone who's all about the truth? Because apparently I suck at it if I only have a small amount of followers. Like I'm doing something wrong apparently. I figured that, sir. My bad. Mention avoid modern women. Yeah, this is true right here. This is true right here. Yeah.
My father is a prime example of the thing that I was supposed to avoid, essentially. I don't know my father since my father left me and my mom when I was 1 year old. And
oh my God,
my mom
Tina,
always told me that
you're lucky.
He was allowed to always be part of my life, even if he wasn't part of her life. And she was expecting him to do so, but
you know
he
what?
just wasn't. When I was 4 or 5 years old, I got a cheap toy motorcycle.
I feel the same way. Like Ben Shapiro is a smart mother effer, right? Like he's a smart guy. I like listening to some of his points. But then he's another one, goes off in left field and subscribes to religion. It's like people only, like, maybe it's just the fact that I'm not entertaining enough, but it's only the people who are far left, who are far right, or extreme right, left or something, who get all the viewership. Like, maybe it's just me, I suck, but it's like they're getting all these their time to talk, they're being paid to go places and and talk and stuff, like enormous amounts of money, you know. But they're on one of the camps, the right or the left. It's like, why? We're the moderates. They're spitting facts, right? Because the right spits a few more facts than the left spits. They both can spit facts once in a while, but neither one of them can spit facts all the time, right? Where's our moderate brothers and sisters, right, that are spitting facts all the time? Like, where are the people who give a shit about the truth, don't hide behind some BS, some red hair, don't hide behind stuff? Where are those people? I'm not. Do they exist? And it's just I don't know. I'm not subscribed to them on YouTube. Like, I don't understand. Thank you, Patman. Mr. Universe, Ted, you should debate people like Hunter Avallone, Jesse Lee Peterson. Mr. Universe, you know I was on Jesse Lee Peterson's show, right? It's not in my videos. It's in his. I've been given the go-ahead to cut the Jesse Lee Peterson show down to 15 minutes and take from it and post it on my channel. I just haven't done it yet. If you guys see my video on there, if you want me to do that, I can actually do that. I'll cut that bitch up, and actually I'll just live stream it. I'll live stream it, I'll fast forward through it, and I'll try to only do 15 minutes of playing time. I can do that. Wait, what? Hell! Why don't we do that right now?
And
What? 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 Patman, what do you mean by political? He needs to grow 6-inch orange mohawk. What is this, you and your obsession of a mohawk, bruh? Hey, do you guys think that people, even though I'm ugly as fuck, do you think people would enjoy me just doing shit like this right here? Like doing it Sneeko style, but just in stuff that I want to talk about? Like, should I have a strict guideline every time I stream? Because that's what I've been shooting for. I've been shooting for like a strict guideline. And then I would finish a strict guideline and I'd end it up. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. This is... Oh, you guys want to see the highlight? I'm pretty sure I can play this highlight like all the way through. Highlight from when I was on Jesse Lee Peterson's show.
So what is that like to be grown, to have grown up, being an atheist and being an adult?
Let me speed this up, because you can get away with a lot of shit if you speed it up.
And don't believe
It's something to do with its inability to see the copyright.
Is a God. What's that like?
Well, there's so many different ways to answer that question. I would have to say, see,
look at this
I
hat.
didn't really super care too much about the issue. When I was 19, I met a girl who I was able to talk to for hours on end and never get bored. And
that's the truth.
I didn't know what that meant at the time, but there was just one thing that we butted heads on once, was religion. And everything else was solid talk, great time. And I think that's what kind of, like, this really kind of can separate people. Whereas I bet there's a lot of people who could be together who aren't, because religion is there to separate them. And I think that's what turned me on to realize what I felt was detrimental to good relationships.
Amazing. And so...
Amazing!
You
I should do that for a sound clip, shouldn't I? I should cut that.
Culture, science, stuff like that.
And so culture is bad right now. So you get bad morals from bad culture. You change with the culture.
I don't know if it's bad. I think culture gets better over time. I think because we're in the information age now, we are able to see a lot more than we were before with the internet. So I think that maybe we could...
Look at that good-looking motherfucker.
We can focus more on the bad because we can see a lot more of it. And I don't think enough emphasis is on the good. So I think we're getting better. I think our culture changes and morality changes over time for the better. It depends on what you pay attention to, I think.
And so if you don't believe that there is a God, who created you?
My parents had sex.
Your parents had sex?
At least 3 times.
Who created you? What kind of question is that, Jesse? Hey, you guys hear Jesse got in trouble for some shit? Like, I don't know, dude. I didn't really read too much into it. I heard he did. I don't think he's ever called me beta, has he? Like, I don't recall. Like, a lot of his viewers in their in their chat or in the comment section of these videos, they say that I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm so close to being on their side. And the right always says that. They just want me to believe in a God and be against abortion, and then I'll be in their camp, pretty much. But those things probably will never change.
What do you do in those times when you feel sad?
Okay, should we not do this? Should I just do the whole thing and then we'll play it on 1.5 speed? Is that cool? Like, I don't know. What do you think, guys? Is 1.5 too fast? This is an hour long. Nobody's going to want to see an hour of this shit. Then again, it is me. $1.5. Let's cut past this shit. Yeah.
We're out preaching, and one of them tells the other guy who didn't know him, like, "Hey, that's Ted. That's Ted the Atheist. Don't even bother him." I'm like, I like that. That's pretty good.
He probably asking me where I got my name from. Is that too fast?
Just throw up. I would just debate some people, and
Ted the Atheist.
that's actually
Ted, thanks for
What?
Ted the Atheist. Amazing, huh?
Let's get
I
that.
have
Let's
with
get
me
that.
A YouTuber.
Look at that. This is my claim to fame, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't been this famous since 1995 when I was flown to Microsoft and played in Deathmatch 95 and lost to Thresh on Doom 2 because he cheated. You little bitch. You owe me money. Whatever. Anyways, here we go.
Ted the Atheist. Amazing, huh? Ted, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
So, how did you come up with Ted the Atheist?
That's actually an interesting story. When I was
It's
living
not
in
that
LA
interesting.
before,
I just said that.
I would just throw up. I would just debate some people, and one time I was debating some people, and they recognized me, and they knew my name was Ted. They were religious people who were out preaching, and one of them tells the other guy who didn't know him, like, "Hey, that's Ted. That's Ted the Atheist. Don't even bother him." I'm like, I like that. That's pretty good. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
So that's how I got it.
And so, are you an atheist?
I am an atheist, yes.
And what does that mean to be an atheist?
Well, the prefix a means without or no, and we put it on theist, which means a belief in God. You have someone who's without belief in God. So
And so, you don't believe in God, or you don't believe there is a God?
I don't believe that there is a God.
You don't believe there is a God?
That is correct.
Have you always been that way?
I've always been that way.
Never been a Christian?
No, actually, my immediate family was all atheistic.
Your
We're
father
all
and mother?
atheists.
Yep.
Really?
Yes, sir.
And so, what is it like growing up being an atheist, having parents who are atheists, you're atheist?
What kind
I
of
didn't really
question is
know
that?
until like high school. Like, well, I mean, I guess I had an idea, but when nothing's pushed on you, there's really nothing to really compare it to. I mean, I saw maybe one other family in my street who was like super religious, and I wasn't part of that. But other than that,
So you have brothers and sisters?
I have one older brother. Yes.
And he's an atheist too?
I don't think he is. I don't. Think
Oh, you
he
don't
is.
think he's an atheist?
No. No.
Why you don't know for sure?
I don't like to spend too much time with him.
He's a
unfortunately.
dumbass, that's why.
Him and I didn't really get along. So,
Oh.
yeah.
He has at least 6 children with 5 different women. That's what my older brother has. He's like, he's older than me. He's like 4 years older than me. He's got all these kids everywhere, and those are the only ones we know about. And he treats kids the way I was treated growing up, which I have no respect for. I don't believe in hitting kids or condescending them. Like, no. Like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to hit kids. You don't want to condescend them. You don't want to treat them like trash. You don't want to make them feel awkward. You talk to them. But he didn't do that. I saw that he didn't do that, so I just had no respect for him. So he's a dumbass. I don't talk to him. He tries to talk to me today, but I'm just... No. My mom is like, "Oh, I'm 76 years old now. I want you to get along with Scott. Come on." I'm like, "No, he's a dumbass. No, thank you." And she gets all hissy and piffy, and she doesn't like that very much. So, whatever.
So the atheist doesn't get along with the Christian?
You could. I just don't with him.
So what is that like to be to have grown up, being an atheist, and being an adult?
Should we get to the
and
end?
Don't believe there is a God. What's that like?
I mean, you
Well,
guys
there's
want to go
so many
through
different
all
ways
this,
to answer
dude.
that question. I would have to say, see, I didn't really super care too much about the issue. When I was 19, I met a girl
Should I go to the end, or you guys want to hear this first part?
who I was able to talk to for hours on end and never get bored. And I didn't know what that meant at the time, but there was just one thing that we butted heads on once, was religion. And everything else was solid talk, great time. And I think that's what kind of like this really kind of can separate people. Whereas
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of people who could be together who aren't because religion is there to separate them. And I think that's what turned me on to realize what I felt was detrimental to good relationships.
Amazing. And so
Amazing.
you where you get your morals from?
Society.
Culture,
Biatch.
science, stuff like
And
that.
so culture.
You guys want to go to the gotcha questions? Let's go to the gotcha questions.
Of healthcare for everyone as well.
Really?
Yeah, I firmly
So
believe
you
that.
would want to pay for free healthcare for all?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, right now we pay more for healthcare the way it is now than we would if it was available for everybody.
But the fire department people come and put out the fire, right? But a free medical person, they'll just lay there and wait for you to take care of them without doing or giving anything.
Well, we would have to pay more in taxes, of course.
And you want to do that?
Well, I think there's a couple things we can do. Not only can we pay a little bit more in taxes, but there's a loophole the corporations have allowed themselves by lobbying and stuff that allows them to hide money away overseas or stuff to get out of paying their fair share in taxes. Whether it's Bank of America or Google or whoever, they don't pay their fair share of taxes. And there's a lot of money to be had if we close the loophole of them being able to move their money offshores and just face the tax they need to face for conducting business here.
But I believe that if they work hard to get rich, billionaires and all that, they have a right to do what they want. That doesn't mean I got to take my money and give it to some lazy bum just waiting around for free stuff.
Lazy bum.
Well, I think if
For
someone
medical
is going,
insurance?
well, we're talking medical care,
Right,
not like
right.
a monthly allowance.
Right.
I think in order to take care of in order for your population to flourish, you need to take care of them, make sure they don't die off.
Why not let them down? They'll get out of the way and it won't be your problem. You have your own
Wow.
family, you have your own life.
Wow.
Why not let them down? It's not my responsibility to keep them alive.
Well, they're part of society.
And
Well, this goes
we
back.
let the animals die, we don't take care of them.
So you would rather see people suffer and die to spend a little less in taxes?
Yes.
Okay, that's part getting back to spiral dynamics. We're reaching to the green phase, the green stage now.
Spiral,
that
yes.
It's unavoidable
I-
to go
I
there,
was-
and
I was
how
big on-
much we defy going there depends on how much will hurt people.
Yes.
So we just need to accept that it's
But
going in
that
that
will
direction.
What
make
if-
them get up and do
One of his people went online to look for that model to see what I was talking about, and he's the one that posted it. So they did their homework on that.
for themselves if they know that no one's going to take care of them.
I found that cat after work. I was heading to the university after work, and I'm glad I did go because I saw him begging a couple of vagrants for food, and they weren't going to help him. He was 10 weeks old. He was so tiny. I just scooped him up on my unicycle and just carried him home. He's like, oh, he was all scared of the trucks and shit. It was cool.
Now, that's how they did
Is it
in
though?
the good old days.
Is it though? How many people lose their insurance and don't get covered or get kicked out of their insurance when they come down with a serious illness
But
and
they
aren't
can
cared
get
for?
in this country emergency room. They can go to any emergency room.
Yeah, and have
But
a
they're not
bill.
receiving the preventive care they need.
Are you for open borders?
Open borders.
Yeah, I did.
That accounts for what? About 30% of.
Yeah, the black cat, I've called him Shadow. He was 10 weeks old, and I rescued him my damn self.
The illegal immigrants that are here. I think illegal immigrants.
We really don't know because they don't tell the truth.
Let's go
about
to
real
the
numbers.
end here.
But the reason why they're so.
Africa and all those countries.
I mean, I'm all for letting people come in.
How about white people?
I don't see why it would matter whether they're white or not.
So should we let them, the whites, come in and work for cheap labor and give them free health care?
I don't think the color of skin really matters.
So you're saying yes, we should?
They'll do the same kind of work. Doesn't care what color the skin is.
So you're saying yes, we should?
Why not?
Have you noticed that they don't let the white people come in?
Do I what?
Have you noticed white people don't come and only people of color?
Oh, I didn't really notice that.
Because
too
the
much.
whites
that's
from
cool,
South
man.
Africa have been trying to get in, they can't get in.
Oh, yeah, I heard it's difficult to get
Yeah,
open.
whatever.
If you were in this country.
I don't see
What
that
did you do to
happening.
white? Look at South
I think
Africa.
slavery here in this country is done. And no.
Right.
All right, sir.
I need you to answer these as quickly as
Here we
possible.
go. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Here we go, guys. The hot seat. It's so easy.
When you celebrate,
His hot seat was not hot at all. Like, I was waiting for some juicy ass because I saw his other shows. And I know that other people struggled with it. Heck, some people even walked off. And I'm a man of opinions, right? I say stuff, right? I don't shy away from opinions. Like, I'm very opinionated. So I expected some hard-ass stuff. But apparently, if you have a brain and you stick to reality, you stick to the facts, you can't piss someone off, right? There's nothing he can do that would upset me. The other people on his show that have walked off, Those are people who did not. I found out there were people who did not like the facts. They didn't like reality. They did not like the worldview being questioned. Those are the people who walked off. So me being worried about wanting to walk off, I didn't really have much of a worry, but I was waiting for some hard stuff. I had nothing to worry about because nothing I believed in rested on any type of nonsense, right? Everything I believe in, every single thing I believe in that I'm aware of has a reasonable foundation. And if anybody shows me otherwise, I get rid of it. I get rid of it. This is how people should be. So I had nothing to fear from this. Let's watch it. Yeah, right, did he? But what? He had nothing to bait me from. It's like, what? Like,
White History Month with me in July.
Would I?
Sure.
Yes.
Do you support abortion?
Yes.
Have you ever done LSD?
No. No drugs.
Would you ever vote for a transgender?
Correction and no drugs. I do drink caffeine in the morning, and that is a drug. And once in a while, I will take an Advil. That's it. Let's continue.
I'd better start reading.
So let me put you on the hot seat, all right?
All right, sir.
Okay,
I need
sorry.
Yes.
Would you ever vote for a transgender?
That's a hard one. I guess yes.
This was back before the whole transgender pronoun shit. This is a little before then. This has been a couple years ago, before it really became a boring, a crappy thing to deal with.
Does Satan exist?
No reason to think that. So
Who has more privilege, black people or gay people?
Okay.
maybe gay people. I don't know.
Do you believe the earth is flat?
No.
No.
Do you support open borders?
I guess to a degree.
Should a woman be allowed to hold public office?
I suppose.
Would you ever want a woman to be over you?
No.
Not generally.
They like that answer because I know that there's quite a few areas that we think alike. So I just don't believe all the crap they do.
True or false? Is Dr. Anthony Fauci?
Jonathan, I think they push more facts. I don't know. Maybe I don't think that. Maybe they both support their own facts. Like the same amount of facts, maybe just different topics. Like the left is more about atheism and stuff like that. Maybe I don't know. But I think I see the right doing facts a lot. Like especially with the pronoun stuff, the keeping it biological and the way like Matt Walsh handles it using logic and reason. I just wish he would apply it to his own beliefs. But that's why I think that, maybe, I don't know. I just find myself identifying more things in the right than I think I do in the left. But maybe that's just what I'm recalling. Maybe it's the same amount on both sides, and I'm just not fully aware of the number of both on both sides. Because I never made a checklist. So I could be mistaken.
A liar.
Is who?
Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Okay, you'll need to educate me on that person.
He's the guy that's over the coronavirus situation.
Oh.
The little weasel that's running around trying to tell us we should wear masks or not.
Did you see? I showed it to your person here that the CDC just released a thing saying that people who are fully vaccinated don't have to wear masks indoors anymore.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that yet.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't know too much about what he said for me to answer that question.
Okay. Did you have fun?
Of course, I had fun on your show.
Thank you for coming, man. Anything you want? Oh yeah, promote your podcast and all that stuff.
Oh, thank you for that. I am Ted the Atheist from YouTube. Please come by, check out my videos. I will be rebranding how I do things. I've come up with new
didn't
ideas.
rebrand shit.
This is giving me new ideas. And
I'm lazy as motherfucker.
I'm about education and awareness, and that's
Yes.
what I'm going to evolve to.
Right on. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you, sir.
Thank you all for tuning in. I absolutely appreciate it. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe.
All right. There was Ted the Atheist on the Jesse Lee Peterson. I didn't do the full hour. I just jumped around a little bit. But you guys are free to watch me on there, the whole thing. I don't know if I should do a separate stream of just me going through the whole show or not on 1.5 speed or just do 1.2. They said I can only do 15 minutes of it, so I don't want to get caught. or something. So I don't know. But otherwise, it was a relatively easy show. I think people in the middle like me are never going to be over emotional about topics because we're based, right? We're based well in reality, and it's kind of a superpower we have over the left and the right because we're not going to get right. Like I'm not going to get haywire over anything specific. 10 cats, dude, really? All right, ladies and gents. Are we done with tonight? I love Pearly stuff. I want to be part of her show. Like I want to be someone in her show. Like that's what I want. Somebody cut this up and send it to her. Isn't that what Sneeko says? Somebody cut this up, send it to him. I need an editor who will cut up my stuff and throw it into shorts. That's what I need. I need to do more shorts. I need to do TikTok. I need to get off my lazy butt and start doing some material. What's up, Chris Moon? What's up, Arizona? You guys missed me doing a video I just played for talking to this dude here. Basically, he's just trying to tell me, you missed me. He's trying to tell me what a god is and just failing miserably. And then we went over to this and we looked at my show with me and Jesse Lee Peterson that we did back in 2021. So that's what you guys missed. Hey, Kodakonda, haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, Stink, you know what? I always thought, well, I can do this. I can, I can become someone online, blah, blah, blah. But then when you start doing it, it's like, shit. The big name people have other people working for them. They have other people who will cut stuff up and do all the work. And I know one of you MFers is going to say to me, well, if you want to get some, you got to do all the work yourself first. Get on it, boy. Like, I know you're going to say that to me. And it's deserving. It's just such a lot of work. Now, so what? Like, I see how people handle it now. They cut up, like, some of their videos, and they make them into shorts, and they put that in the shorts area, and it draws in more people. And, like, I don't even know how I would do TikTok. Like, I don't even know, dude. It's just so much work. You know what we need? We need, like, a panel of atheists. We need some rich guy to pay for, like, a panel of atheists or whatever. Pro-men movement atheists who are editors. And just pay them. And then they'll do everyone's editing for them who can't afford it, right? And then I send my videos to them. They cut them up. They put them on everywhere it needs to go. They do all that stuff, you know. And then when I can pay for it and afford it, then I can stop using them. You know, that's what we need. We need that kind of philanthropy. That's what we need. Because I can't get myself famous, and I guess I don't deserve it if I'm not putting in the work. That's fine. You guys can tell me that I'm a pussy. That's okay. Right? Oh my God, it's so much work. I mean, I have all the tools. I've got Adobe Premiere. I've got, my Insta360 software. I got everything except a good camera. I'm using Logitech webcam from like 10 years ago. And I have the Insta360 X1. I don't have the X3 that's out. I wouldn't mind the X3. I heard it's better. But I don't want to drop $400 to get it. And it's like $600 for a camera. So if any of you MFers are rich and you want to have better quality TED in your face, you can send me a nice camera. That'd be nice. But that'll never happen. Hey, Chris Moon, no problem, man. I'm glad you dropped by. I've seen you before. It's been a while. It's good to see you. You know what? I have a piece of green cloth. I tried to use it before, but it would never work. You need to have the right kind of lighting on it, right? And then initialize it, and it's just like so much effing work. Have you noticed that I hate doing all the work for it? You know what I need? I need a wife who can do all that for me. Cook, clean, edit, green screen. That's what I need. Hey, Pat, man. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your support and coming by. It means a lot to me. I know I only have a small family base here. I need to light it. Light what? Light it. Light it. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Oh, the green screen, yes. Thought you told me to light something else. No. Yes, I do have it. I stuck it in the closet. I think it's like all wrinkly now. I'll have to find that thing. I don't know, dude. Isn't the back of my room good? What's wrong with this? That's my other gaming computer I made back there. That's for in case I get any chicks to come over that want to play, or friends. If I ever got any, they would sit there. That's what that's for. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we're on 2 hours here. I hope. Feel free to. Here's the URL if you guys didn't have it for the Jesse show. If you guys wanted to see it, I just pasted it in chat. If you want to watch the whole thing on your own. I thought it was a good interview. I didn't like how I did some of the answers, but whatever. It was worth it. But then Jesse got in trouble for something. Like, I don't know. Like some sort of sexual thing. Like, I have no idea. I didn't read too much about it. But his thing's still up, so he must still be okay. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, ladies and gents. I don't have anything else for you. So I guess we should just tap out here. And then maybe I'll go riding. Well, I'm probably not going to be here this weekend. So next week, I'll see if I can get some more stuff on video. And I really, guys, I'm going to say this with all sincerity. Let me get up real close and personal with the camera here. I know I haven't done jack for my channel in the past 9 years or something. I do want it to be better. I know it requires work. If anyone wants to do some editing for free for me, someone wants to like help me out, maybe if you know how to cut stuff up for like, you know, the shorts on YouTube or TikTok. Like, I already have an account on there I don't use on TikTok. Like, if I can find someone I can trust that can help me out, if you think it'll help me grow the channel, like, I kind of could use a little bit of help, right? Because I work full time and I try to do this inside, and I ain't got no rich daddy. Pearly thinks, Pearly thinks, I don't got no rich daddy sending me money so I can do this full time. So I got a mortgage to pay for this house all by myself and my 2 kitties. All right. So I need a camera. I need an editor. So think about it. Appreciate it. Thank you. My email is TedTheAtheist@gmail.com. Thanks, man.